They can point. They can also play enabler. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen here. All right, so Ban's coming out. It'll be Nip who start things as they are on defense.
That's also scary for Liquid, because we talk about Villa. We talk about how defender-sided it is. If you're Liquid, you're already, if things go according to the way they typically do on Villa, you're already going to be on your back foot heading into the second half. So now we start counting attacking rounds already, off the rip. We're going to lose a Montaigne as well in the ban phase. Not a big shock. The Echo as well for Latin America. They just despise the operator, and they'll remove him from play. I imagine the second one here is going to be a Mira, barring some, I don't know, some target ban, but...
Target bans on defense? What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. So
well, they're deliberating. They're thinking about it.
Hey.
Oh, there you go.
Nailed it.
It took them a while to come to the obvious conclusion, but they came to it. And here we go. Hibana, Mira, Montaigne, and Echo. Okadoke. Now, that means Maverick's in play. As has been discussed many times, Maverick is actually one of the better players better operators for this map, for Villa. There's a lot you can do with a Maverick, a lot of walls you can open up to disrupt the defense quite a lot, but it doesn't seem like we're going to be seeing Maverick early on unless it comes out in the 6-pick phase. We'll see. Oh, Nomad? Onto it. Well, I mean...
I guess.
Okay. Preference, you know, it's not crazy surprising.
No.
It is weird that it's going to be sexy of all people on Liquid because, I mean, Nesk's most played operator on attack is Ashe.
Yeah.
And he's on Sledge, which is odd. Silence is going to be outright, or out of the gate rather, fulfilling the roles of Zig. He's going to be playing on that Thermite. It's not surprising to see. Overall, nothing too crazy going on here. The fact that the Clash got 6-picked into, though, is going to be substantial, especially considering Nomad was actually 6-picked off of. That means that one of the counters for Clash will no longer be in play. In fact, there are no real counters for Clash on the attacking team.
No, you've got frag grenades on Nesk,
but
and that's about it. I mean, you could EMP the taser portion of the shield, as much good as that's going to do you.
But yeah, there's no hard counters. No Zofia, no Nomad, no
Cap.
Yep. A Cap? Oh, left unbanned. Worth pointing out. He's not. This isn't his best map. Not really. I mean, but he's still pretty useful here and everywhere for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
Just one of those operators. And that's going to be setting up on the northwest balcony. This is done to cut off rotation of the roamers. So you stick him on the balcony, and then you can push into anywhere, whether it be clear out the roamers on the south, or you want to clear out the roamers on the north. In this case, it would be the south, as Ninjas of Pyjamas start off defending the north. But no roamer's going to get caught by Nesk just yet. Psycho is in a position where he could very easily, as could Muzi. Kamikaze is going to be holding on to Astronomy using that Clash. It's a good role for that position.
Yeah, you can see the 3-man push in through the walk-in closet and bathroom momentarily. He's also got pressure from his Astra window. So a lot of attackers bearing down towards Kamikaze, but no one taking a direct fight just yet. You've also got another member who looks to be downstairs, either outside? Actually, I can't really tell where Paula is, whether he's inside or outside. He appears to be inside. He's walking around directly under kitchen right now. The Thermite charge will come out, but Pino not going to land that impact nade, apparently. So there goes the wall, getting opened up slightly on the far left-hand side relative to Pino's position. He's going to play at point-blank range with an SMG-11 as the phone call will continue to ring out. He doesn't really care. He doesn't have to pick it up, as that was also a change a little while ago. The phones do not ring infinitely now. It's a 20-second max on those. He got silence pressed up right against the wall going for round number 2. Does Pino have another impact grenade? He does, and he'll be successful this time around.
Nice job there to Pino. He at least salvaged part of the round. It's going to allow him to continue anchoring this position. He's done a great job so far, but all gas canisters used. Pre-fire barely missed there from Pino, and Neska's going to get the first kill here onto Psycho, his contender for top spot. Liquid will get another one, and it looks like Nipper falling apart, but Muzi is going to start putting frags in his own team's way. It's a really good start there for Ninjas of Pyjamas to shut down what would have been control of Statuary. Ninjas of Pyjamas are just trying their best to hold Astronomy, and they'll be, oh no, thwarted by their teammate Kamikaze, getting in the way of Julio there, but some damage done, and the SMG coming out for Kamikaze to try and do fragging of his own as Sexy Cake takes down his teammate right next to him. A great flank there from Muzi, but it's only going to get one. Sexy shuts him down. He's doing great on Ash, and he's going to have a round and a half. Liquid managed to take their first round of this match, and a good attack there through Statuary.
Unfortunate there that Kamikaze decides to whip out the SMG-9 in that scenario. Gets a kill off of it, so he gets the flank hold and the rotation watch inside of Master on the Thatcher, who I imagine was PSK. But at that point, there's limited time left on the clock, and the diffuser was down. It was the Thermite Silence who was carrying the diffuser, and trying to go for a plant attempt there. Muzi was able to shut that down. At that point, you could probably just whip out the shield again and just play for time. Unfortunately, still carrying the SMG-9 in hand was exposing his entire body instead of being behind that bulletproof shield. Sacrifices his life, and Team Liquid take a well-needed attacking round right out the gate. To start things off, they take the first round on the attacking side. You got to be breathing a sigh of relief there if you're Team Liquid, and if you're NIP, like we said, wow, 4K last round for Sexy Cake. Nesk also grabbing the opener on that one, so it was Nest to start things off, and then fireworks for Sexy Cake.
No, I mean, I was curious as to why Sexy was the one placed on Ash, but hey, it worked, and it worked quite spectacularly. Nesk is going to continue with the Sledge, and that's not too crazy either.
No, and for Muzi as well to heat up in that last round. So he had 3 kills on the dock. He's now switched over to the Valkyrie. I think we've talked about it ad nauseum, how Latin America loves to put their fraggers on Valkyrie.
Valkyrie is the Jaeger of Latin America.
Yeah. The one thing for Muzi is he's continued to get better every week. Obviously a young player, newer player to Pro League, obviously. Just turning 18 a little while ago, and now being afforded the opportunity to play in Pro League for one of the best teams in Latin America on the Ninjas in Pyjamas. For Muzi, it was a slow start. That first game, I think it took him 7 rounds? Yes, 7 rounds to get a kill. Also being in flex positions where you're expected to probably pick up a few more than 0 by the latter portions of the game. But every single game, he's gotten better. And that's what you want to see. You want to see some market improvement week to week. Versus, I guess, a comparison player you could name would be Ghost in North America for Rise, who just could not get out the gate and really pick up steam. So it's good to see Muzi adjusting quickly. No quicker time would be necessary.
If we're talking about players who have been having really standout performances so far through this season, it would be Psycho for me. He's got right now, at the beginning, or before this match started, he had played 13 matches, right? And he has 160 kills. That's an average of about 12 kills per match for Psycho.
Yep.
That's absolutely crazy.
That's
so
wild.
Yeah, I think some pretty impressive performance from him this season, and the fact that he got picked off early in the round by Nesk in that first round, I think was a big reason why Ninjas in Pyjamas didn't seem to have a whole lot of punching power when it came to the actual tussle inside. Now, going to the other side here, Aviator. There's been an admirable job of clearing out the roamers on the south side from Liquid, but they haven't cleared out the roamers beneath. And Psycho's about to get a free kill here. Last minute rotation from Nesk though. Oh no, just a little bit too much hesitation on the side of Psycho. Nesk must have heard him or something, but incredible reactions there. And that's gonna put now Liquid in the lead as Paulo takes out Julio. It's getting even worse, and the study wall has been opened up. Sexy Cake gonna take down Muzi as well, so Ninjas Pyjamas just now starting to fight back, but it might just be too late as they've lost control of Games Room, which is a crucial point for Liquid. PSK is gonna get the second to last, and Paulo will get the final. That was a pretty one-sided affair for Team Liquid, and this is a really strangely rejuvenated Team Liquid that we're witnessing right here, and it's honestly taking me. I'm taken aback.
Well, that's the thing. You know, we do all this hype work for NIP heading into the game. You know, we say this could be one of the biggest upsets of the entire night. At least I did.
I thought that if Liquid would win, it would be an upset.
Yeah, and they've already got 2 rounds on the attack.
2 pretty decisive ones.
Yeah, and it's a different Liquid. Like you said, rejuvenated. Also, just it seems they're much more sure of themselves. It seems like they're much more confident in their play.
You know what I am noticing as well? Silence has not failed to get open a wall yet.
True.
He has been playing Thermite for 2 rounds, and he has gotten the wall open both rounds. So that access point in that last round in Study, that's really hard to do. It's so easy to impact trick that wall and deny it outright, but Ninjas Pyjamas messed it up. Silence didn't, and he's working out for that team right now. He doesn't have any kills, sure, but you really can't take away from the fact that he has managed to open up 2 walls into sight.
And that's huge. You know, we talk about the replacement of Zig, and it's not a full-on replacement. Zig hasn't left the roster as far as we're aware.
The details are kind of hazy.
They are. And all we know for sure is right now, in Playday number 14 in Season 9, Silence is playing instead of Zig.
Right, for whatever reason.
For whatever reason. We don't know anything beyond that right now for sure. For that to be occurring right now for Liquid, it requires also other steps being taken by the teammates to help him get in a favorable position to get walls open. And that's something we haven't really been seeing from Liquid the last few weeks, is communication and teamwork, and honestly, successful teamwork as a play. Like, they've been trying to make individual plays. Nesk has been trying to make a lot of individual plays as of late to try and, I guess, salvage what has been happening to Liquid. And it hasn't been working out. So it's good to see Liquid, I guess, returning back to form, something we would expect from them, the type of play we'd expect from them. On the flip side, NIP, relatively lackluster. There's not been a lot of pressure off-site for them. They seem very conservative in their play tonight.
Yeah, I would agree with that. They're playing extremely safe, and it's working against them. And the crazy thing is, again, the fact that Silence has been able to get open up 2 walls that could be impact tricked. And there's almost always someone from Ninjas of Pyjamas to impact trick. That's counterintuitive considering how passive NIP have been playing. Now, Liquid setting up to clear out Astronomy again. They're going to try and nade from below. Nesk is just waiting for the call out from his teammate. Someone has to drone out Astro before we see Nesk go for the grenade, but he's in a position to do it. It's curious that it's going to be Nesk to do it, not Sexy, who is playing Buck right now, because you could follow up with the skeleton key from below if you miss the nade, but not so if you're Sledge.
You can see Moose take a little bit of damage there from the rooftop hold from Sexy Cake to C8, able to rattle off a few shots to the kneecaps, but Moosey has a dock, the operator, who could heal himself back up to 100. He overhealed himself, obviously, but that will continuously tick down a couple HP at a time to put him back to 100. You've got entrance now into the walk-in closet and master. Here come the frag grenades. Prep, but not sent over, as now you'll be clearing out ADSs with flashbangs. Nothing being caught. You still got Pino blinded on the wall this time. That's your impact trick right there. Could try and coordinate another flashbang, but frag grenade will do the same job. It'll push him away. It won't collect the kill, unfortunately, as Pino's allowed to escape into the connector. But now, Silence is in a position with drones to confirm. Paula will take down Muzi as well on an aggressive peek. Paula left on 5 HP, but another one for the 1 HP Twitch. Walking into sight, though, Kamikaze will gun down Sexy Cake as he tries to push in and continue his reign of terror. The wall gets opened up beautifully by Silence, but Nesk in response will take down Kamikaze as well. One down off site, and now that's Psycho who will fall. Julio with 1, but it's all in vain. It's 3 straight rounds for Liquid on the attacking side, and not a single one of them have been close.
Every single round, Liquid are getting the wall that they need, and once they have that wall open, there's so many crossfires established by Liquid, because it's not just that they get the wall that they need. They clear out the roamers with losing no manpower at all. That's the crazy thing. And following that up, we even have the flankers from, or the lurkers as we could call them, on the attack, always getting what they want. And that's Nesk every round. Nesk has been lurking every one of these rounds. He's coming up from behind. In that case, in this last round, it was Astronomy Stairs. And he got a free pick from Astronomy Stairs because the Jaeger who was playing in Astro decided to walk into Nesk without checking the stairs. Gave away his life. He was trying to pressure Bathroom, and it worked against him. So Ninjas of Pyjamas seem to have limited to no control at all in this match right now. And their coordination has been non-existent as well, in terms of what they're doing to hold angles and hold, you know, any avenue that Liquid chooses to try and push. Any. Whether it be the open wall or just a doorway. NIP are struggling. It seems like there's a lot of fear in the way that NIP are playing.
That's what it feels like. It feels like NIP understand the stakes. Now remember, well, as much as we talk about win and in for NIP, it's also lose and stay where you're at.
Yeah.
They don't get anything from losing here. Even a draw won't be enough to push them into contention. They flat out need a win to keep Milan hopes alive and to guarantee their spot. They're in a very tumultuous position. Sometimes you see a scenario where, you know, even if you lose, another team could also lose and you keep your spot. That is not the case here for NIP. They need this win desperately, and they can't come close to even getting a round right now.
Yeah, the way that it's looking right now, the odds of NIP getting a win seem like they're non-existent.
You've already surrendered the ability to win the half on your strongest side, which is defense on Villa.
Yeah.
At this point, you would have to mirror what Liquid are doing, which is go on a hot run on the attacking side. Because, like I said, you can't get a draw. You have to get a win.
This is partially NIP playing poorly. It's also partially Liquid playing amazingly well. I mean, Paolu has just been fragging out. Silence is always getting the wall that he wants open. And Nesk has been shutting down the roamers and then coming up from for his own flank every single round. And these things are not being, well, they're not being confronted, nor are they being shut down by Ninjas in Pyjamas. So it's something that needs to change, and it needs to change really quick if NIP want to have a hope at going to LAN. They will need to win. In my mind, if they want to win these last 3 rounds in this first half. I mean, we're talking about Villa here. This is, for many, one of the most defender-sided maps out there. So, yeah, struggle here for NIP. But it seems like it's going to be contention here on the A wall once again. I think we just saw an unsuccessful trick there, possibly from a C4. I'm not entirely certain, but Liquid will get the wall open, and that's their access point for the attack. As you can see, they will now have plenty of control. They just, again, the lurk from Nesk works out. Muzi is going to get aggressive, though, and he shuts down Sexy Cake. That is huge, and NIP needed that pick to stay in this round. But again, Nesk's lurk working out. He's getting the pick. He's shutting down the roamer, and it's going to hurt NIP when the side take comes.
Yeah, that pick there from Muzi is actually hugely influential. You can see how it stalled out Liquid. Their momentum has been killed in its footsteps. So now for NIP, it's about a stall. You've got Psycho here with goo mines constantly accumulating for him, and he's already got them strewn across the various entry points that Team Liquid will have at their disposal. You've got Flashbang still raining in an attempt to blind anyone watching, but Psycho playing this quite brazenly and behind the pool table, and he'll trade shots, go back and forth what appeared to be silence. And now shots raining in from 90, those. They're being collapsed upon from every conceivable angle. Psycho will take down one, as you've got 3 members of NIP all conglomerating in one position behind that vault door. A wide P coming out from Psycho, and there goes Silence. PSK, though, will trade out Psycho. Another flank coming out from Muzi, getting aggressive, but can't land the lethal blow. Paula's been down. It's PSK alone in a 1v3 with 15 seconds ticking away against him. Carrying the diffuser in hand as he pushes up against the A-bomb door. Nitro Cell will ring out, but it will not collect the kill. It'll be a goo mine to put him to rest. Or sorry, that was Paula who was down by the goo mine. PSK takes an ulti shot to the face.
So, we see our very first round for NIP. Good timing there, but again, they do need to win, in my mind, the last 2 rounds for this half. They have to continue that. And here's the tricky thing. They get to go to Trophy now, but they're going to have to go to Kitchen as their next bomb site. Or, I mean, they could be wackadoodles and go to Library, but I don't see that as likely. So it's going to be a Trophy and then a Kitchen defense here from NIP. And that Kitchen defense is going to be, as we like to say, low-hanging fruit for Liquid. So it's likely this half will end 4-2 if everything goes right. But still time for an upset. That last round, I'm very impressed by Ninjas in Pyjamas. I'm happy that they are able to balance this out, because this is one of those matches today that we were expecting to be good, and back and forth. It's good to see NIP wake up. I agree with you with your assessment mid-round. Muzi's pick early on in the round there, really, it eliminated, like as you said, it eliminated Liquid's momentum mid-stride, which is huge.
Yeah.
And then following that up, Liquid kind of just couldn't make anything happen in the immediate. One thing that really stands out to me is the fact that Liquid abandoned the study take, which allowed Psycho to push into study. But more importantly, they're not holding the flank on study, they're not pushing study, they're not doing anything with study. Why open it up? What's the point? I really don't know what the strategy call was there from Team Liquid. It seemed like they wanted to go for a pincer move from North Door into B, which did not work out at all. Also pressure West hallway, likely because it was unreinforced for the most part. There was only one reinforcement on that hallway. But it worked against Liquid. I really think they should have better utilized that study breach. It's all done now, though, and Liquid are going to be setting up to take onto Trophy once more, which they have yet to fail to do.
Well, it's the pivot point. It's that thermite wall from Master into Statuary. Will it be impact tricked successfully by Pino? Or will we see that wall get opened up for a 5th round consecutively by Silence, the man?
The myth.
The legend.
Yeah, he's been doing a great job on that support. It's really all you can ask for him, coming to try and fill Zig's shoes, in whatever, whether it's temporary or whatever, we don't know, but it's still, those are some big shoes to fill in terms of support play. Now, Liquid, again, having Nesk solo drone and solo lurk elsewhere, he's looking for an opponent to try and fight from this west balcony. Again, his job is to, that's weird. Yeah. His job is to, isolate the roamers, deny them rotation back into the B-bomb site. And he's going to be able to accomplish that using just this drone. He could actually get a pretty easy kill here. He sees the opportunity. He's going to pull the nade. That's not going to land. Wait, he's walking into it. Oh, that was close. Seems that Nesk actually hit the dresser maybe, and it bounced back. He hit some kind of lip there. If it had gone where Nesk intended, it might have been a kill.
Yeah, typically there would be an ADS placed there, but not the case. And Paul is going to turn the corner. Oh, he takes the head off of Muzi in behind that Aviator trophy case. Oh, Muzi read like a book by Paula, and he's still on an immaculate run. The impact nade comes flying over. And here comes a frag grenade being sent in from Sexy Cake now. That'll displace Julio as well from in behind Astronomy. You got another impact grenade coming out. I can't tell if the wall got opened up or not, but Silence grabs a kill onto Pino nonetheless, so there goes your smoke. A little bit of damage and finally cleaning up Ness as he jumps in through the connector. Psycho takes down Palu, and now in behind Trophy half wall. We stand at a 3v3 with 40 seconds as they try to collapse the objective.
For the first time in a long time, Psycho is left unshut down. Nesk not able to get that kill this time around, and he's going to be doing a whole lot of work. We've been waiting for Psycho to really wake up in this match, and this seems to be the round for it to happen. Sexy Cake does have Astro control, but he's not going to be able to do too much with it. As he starts pushing in, he's not seeing the angles he wants. It's going to be very difficult to challenge anyone inside of B, and he knows this. That's why he's being very cautious, using his LMG to his advantage. PSK has also worked his way into sight, and they're just doing their best to push this from Astro. All the attention going to Sexy, but he gets one kill, and PSK will follow up. It's B-side control for Team Liquid. Psycho might be able to deny, but he doesn't have a C4. He's going to have to go for a full rotation. He won't see the planter, but he might just barely misses out on the opportunity. And the plant will be now post. Psycho taking into sight. He won't see his enemy right in front of him, and he gets shut down by somebody else entirely. That is very embarrassing for Psycho. And while, yes, he did get a couple rounds in that, or sorry, a couple kills in that round, he ultimately failed in the end. I really don't know what I just witnessed.
That is Team Liquid with 4 attacking rounds on Villa. Are we going to see the most attacker-sided Villa game that we have seen in a very long time?
Seems that way.
Or is this just going to be a route by Liquid to end NIP's run to LAN?
It could be either or. At this point, though, the way that Liquid are playing is just above and beyond what we were seeing from NIP. That last round, way too much caution from Ninjas and Pyjamas. And also, lots of mistakes being made. We've seen a number of times where somebody's prone and it's hard to really see them.
Yeah.
Maybe you think they're a body or something because they're not moving. But I don't know. That last, he wasn't even wearing the spaghetti skin or anything. He was wearing default.
Just kind of,
I think
sprawled out, chilling there.
Very confusing.
Yeah, and he wasn't moving at all.
I think that was PSK, right? So
yeah.
And then we had Sexy Cake with his pistol out. One actually ends up getting the kill. Just generally a weird round there from Psycho. A weird round from Nip. It was a good round for Psycho individually, but the rest of his team just didn't show up. So we need to see some more of that amazing fragger power that Psycho has. With the 12, just about 12, it's like 12.3 average kills per match. Psycho should be probably performing a little bit better here. Or not probably, certainly. He needs to for his team to see the same success that they have been having throughout this match. What's up? What's got you?
Did you see that Evil Eye?
No, I didn't. Where?
It's in the middle of Statuary, looking through kill holes onto that master wall that's unreinforced.
Oh, I didn't.
It's just in the middle of the floor.
Let's, well, I guess we'll find it, or we'll see it in a second.
Yeah.
That probably has something to do with the fact that so far, Liquid have almost, I think they've been just getting the wall every time they want it. Liquid have been pretty consistently taking open that wall. It is right now a roam upstairs, as we are defending kitchen for the first time.
Yep.
But still, that is an interesting setup. Okay, so this is really big. Sexy Cake has managed to work his way into the pantry. Now, there's one thing to point out here is that pantry is a bit of a bottleneck for the attacking team, but you know who is the ultimate bottle opener for the attack? It's Glass. You put Sexy Cake in pantry, he throws a smoke down, and now he can push pantry. The only thing that's going to be able to counter that is C4s, gas canisters, and the like. But that's going to be something that NIP have to focus on pretty intently.
And a lot of their attention is directed towards the top floor, as is pretty standard when you're defending kitchen. You don't want to surrender the floorboards above you, because once those start getting opened up by Nesk, most likely, unless Palu's bringing breaching charges, it becomes very tough to even remotely stay in the objective, and there's only 2 real ways out. You got to go memorial door, you got to go kitchen door, and those can be locked down pretty simply. Ness, speaking of locking down, there goes your top frag for NIP. Psycho goes down. It's already a 4-1 lead. Liquid trying to send this to a 5-1.
And here we go. Sexy Cake misses the C4, dodges it. Gas canister or smoke grenades are going to be going in to try and cover his attack. We're seeing finally PSK gets shut down, but it's an easy kill here for Sexy onto Kamikaze. No one to refrag for NIP as the anchors are very slight. C4 though from Pino though, so there is a refrag, it's just from elsewhere. Nesk is going to take down Julio, he's on a tear. Silence will also eliminate Pino. It's just Muzi in a 1 versus 2 as he takes down Silence. He doesn't know where his opponents are though, quite obviously, and he's lit up. Diffuser downed. Palu, though, has heard the he's lit call and is going to try and zap Muzi. He could conceivably get Muzi with just a few zaps there from the drone, possibly just 2. Good flank here from the Legion, but he's shut down by Palu. Must have been a call from one of his teammates on a drone, and Liquid will take 5-1 in the first half. So
I don't know, man.
So here's let's put it in context for everybody again who's watching. So if you've been watching since the beginning, obviously you saw FaZe versus Immortals, the last match of the day, right? Really exciting. Great. Well, if NIP don't win here, which a lot of people,
they have to win 6 in a row now to do it.
Yeah, if NIP don't win here, then that would mean that both FaZe and Immortals are going to LAN, and the only thing the only way that match would matter is whether you're first or second place. That's it.
And that kind of does matter for LAN. It doesn't matter as much as, getting there in the first place.
It certainly does though, because it means you play against one of the other region's second seeds.
Yeah.
So it's a big win for whoever wins between FaZe and Immortals, and there's still stakes on the line, but it's not like you either go to LAN or you don't type deal. So the pressure is, FaZe and Immortals are both watching this match right now.
Oh yeah.
Let's not kid ourselves. And what they're thinking is, oh wow, we might not have to try as hard as we thought. We might not have to be as in it as we thought. Because if Liquid win, then basically all Liquid are doing are dragging NIP down with them. That's it.
Yeah, seeding matters for your first game. And after that, dude, however the bracket breaks down, it's all... You can't game plan for that part. So
yeah.
It helps you, but to be the best, you have to beat the best anyway. Eventually, you're going to run into a tough team. Obviously, there's 8 of the best teams in the entire world going to LAN.
It's a much more focused pool of teams than what you would see at like a major, for example, where there's a lot more teams.
Yeah, so for seeding, it does matter. Don't get me wrong. It matters for one game.
It's just not as important.
It's just not as important as getting there.
Yeah.
So if you
get there, you're good.
If you see NIP not get all 6 attacking rounds on Villa, by the way, that is what is necessary. We would need, 11-1 attacker favor on Villa for the matchup, which I don't think has happened in a Pro League game since Villa has been introduced.
I mean, maybe it has, but it's a rare thing, it's for sure, and it doesn't seem like that's what's going on here. I don't think we were seeing the map preference be a factor. I think I think it just looks like Ninjas and Pyjamas aren't playing very well. Liquid are playing way better than they have been recently. Yeah, Liquid are just playing so well, by the way.
Incredible.
And it's with a substitute, too.
And so Pino will grab 1 kill onto Palu to start things off and open it up. But this kind of play from Liquid makes you ask, where was this the last few weeks?
Yeah,
talk about their game against Pain.
Yeah,
they drew Pain.
You can't go to LAN, and you just drew against Pain. Yeah, which is just absolutely crazy. Liquid's second half was so bad.
Yeah.
For this season, and now they're about to They're about to land block Nip. They are right next to land blocking Nip.
One round ends it, because NIP need 3 points.
It's just like out of spite. What a run out from Nesk. He's going to take down Psycho and not even tagged up. 2 players.
Julio?
2 players looking on that angle, and no one's hitting Nesk.
What happened? You got 100 rounds in the box magazine and a scope. Don't even tell me he was in the ACOG. There's no brim of that. Pino will collect Nest, though. That's the second one of the round with the frag grenade. Now Sexy Cake bearing in towards Study. Still have pressure from down below from Pino as well. And Sexy Cake is well aware of this, tagging the feet of Pino as he tries to escape up the main stairs.
Some good damage down there from the smoke. PSK is playing a good position here in the north hallway because there's nobody to shut him down. He's going to do a lot of work here. It's the same with Silence, playing on 90. Lots of pressure that these 2 Liquid players can push onto Ninjas and Pyjamas when Nip goes for the attack. The 2 main lanes into sight right now are denied by Liquid, and the third is this prone hole that Sexy Cake somehow fails to win the fight on. That is huge. That's A-site control now in hand for Ninjas and Pyjamas. How did that happen? Truly confusing for Sexy Cake, and a big blunder. Woozy's going to shut him down. Pino will take down PSK. It's just Silence, the substitute player for Liquid, to win this round. Coming in from West Hall. He's got no one to contest him right now. He will miss the shots, though, into Julio, who lands his, and Nip will win their first attacking round. They needed to. They're going to need to win all of the subsequent rounds. Well done to them.
1 down, 5 to go. Backs against the wall. You can't make a single mistake. And it looked like Julio missing the shots on the Nest there. Could have been their land spot. Potential just puffing up into smoke, evaporating through their fingers.
Sexy Cake, I think he also died with gas canisters in hand.
Yeah, he did.
Really unfortunate there. It was not a full open stock, or sorry, study wall. It was a prone level open wall. So okay, again, the Thermites have been really outdoing themselves so far through this match, even after we switch halves. But geez, I mean, you're not supposed to win that fight as an attacker. That's supposed to be really hard to take, but he did it. I mean, it was against an SMG-11, to be fair. Sexy Cake had a really bad gun in that situation, but still. Kind of surprising that he took the fight in the first place. Gas canisters in hand, you should have just played off that. Nip now, a little bit of life being shown.
A little bit. Like I said, it's still a very, very large task at hand.
It would be one of the biggest comebacks in this season.
Yep.
It would certainly be the biggest comeback for Ninjas and Pyjamas if they were able to win this. Because for some people, you might be like, what are you talking about? Kickstar? It's not that big of a comeback. I mean, it's not even match point. And you're right, it's not match point. But that doesn't matter, because as soon as Team Liquid gets 6 rounds, it's over.
Yep.
Like, the match isn't over.
This is match point.
Yeah.
Every round from here on out is match point for LAN.
This is season point for Nip.
Yeah, it's bigger than match point.
Yeah, it is everything that Nip has done is for nothing if they don't win every single round from here on out. So Liquid are in a very comfortable position. They've been playing well. They could have even conceivably won that last round if they hadn't made a few key mistakes. And there's so little pressure on their shoulders. Ness going for a peek outside. Whew, he's dancing with death. And he's not going to be able to find any targets. And he will not be shut down, so not a huge loss for anyone there.
Nope, Moose is actually taking the brunt of another engagement off screen there. That's going to rotate over towards Memorial as the Twitch run will spot him. He'll zap him as well for his troubles. Psycho taking 10 health away from the All-Star Fragger on the opposite side of the board from him. It's Psycho on Twitch, who had a decent flank hold there the last round, but wasn't the opener, really. That was really, like you said, the Thermites getting the wall open, at least that prone angle. That was really the catalyst in the round.
Silence is trying to use the drone hole there to do some damage to his opponents. Actually, I think he has done a little bit.
I mean, Moosey's below 50 now.
Yeah, so
almost 25,
that's
actually.
that's some good zaps there from Silence. This is one of the most effective Evil Eyes out there right now, actually, just in the game. Because you can get drones and you can do a little bit of damage on anyone who's trying to push in. You can also deny exothermic charges on the majority of the wall, though not all of it. It's a very, very useful Evil Eye, and Silence is just having a blast. Paulu's going to take down Pino as well, so Liquid are looking like they're about to deny Nip land. We're getting to that point here. It certainly looks like Nip don't have a whole lot going for him right now. Only a minute left in this round, and they haven't managed to make anything work. They've lost a player. Muzi just keeps getting hit by that Evil Eye. I don't know why. And he's going to move over to bathroom now and try to fight elsewhere. Maybe it was a Legion trap he stepped on, but whatever it is, he's on low HP, and he'll die to somebody breathing on him, or a gas canister, for that matter, from Sexy. Well, a few whiffs of that, and he'll go down.
Well, the season on the line, and NIP stalling. They're a man down. The asphyxiating bolt comes out. You got two rushing up the astronomy stairs, but can't collect the kill is Julio. There's Muzi from the depths, going downtown from inside a bathroom to equalize. Palu will fall. Another asphyxiating bolt into the corner, and that will spread, and there goes PSK. It's a volley here from NIP to keep the seasons alive. You've got Ness now playing in behind the statue as two line up for him on his master doorway. 20 seconds ticking down, and Muzi on 5 HP will carry the diffuser. What an awkward call, and he'll go down. Silence with 2 now. It's all one man alive. Julio inside a master will claim the life of Ness. He'll claim another one on his silence. 1v1, the pain's coming out. No time for a plant. Has to push for the kill. Sexy Cake in behind, and Julio's going to try the plant. It's going to go into the overtime. Sexy Cake will peek the corner as the timer will expire, and Sexy Cake, Liquid, will send NIP to the grave. It's FaZe and Immortals to Milan.
That's heartbreak right there for Ninjas in Pyjamas, and if you're a Ninjas in Pyjamas fan, as, well, it's done now. All over. Their whole season up in smoke. Ninjas in Pyjamas, how disappointing. And Team Liquid,
just an incredible performance.
they've been playing very, very well. They have nothing to gain from winning this, but they are destroying Ninjas in Pyjamas' hopes and dreams, that's for sure. Now, the final match of the day, FaZe versus Immortals, will be simply, I suppose, it's kind of a just to rub salt in the wound. Wow.
Sticking it?
Is he going to do it?
Oh my god.
He's going to do it.
The balls on this man. I mean, when you're having a performance like this.
I was about to make a toxic joke. I'm just going to not.
Yeah.
Cut myself off.
There you go.
But, yeah. Tachanka.
Hey, man. He knows it. Sexy Cake knows it. All of Liquid knows it. All of NIP know it. It's over. No.
Right? Right? But we can't.
No, we can't. There's no way we can say that.
So 60K, I wonder where he's going to put his methodology. He doesn't even have a shield. Like, he's just going to go for, oh, it's the spawn peak one. This is actually, he could get a kill. Yeah, if he get, no one spawned to ruins. Oh,
someone did.
Wait,
little thing moving back there.
Wait, you might be, yeah, you're right. He's on repel. Oh, is he going to get it?
Dude, our noses are pressed into the monitor right now.
Oh, you could do it. You could do it, Sexy Cake, I believe. Sexy Cake is top fragging for his team right now. He has been having a very good match. At least I think he's top fragging. Last time we saw the scoreboard, he was. So he's been having a good match, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a kill if somebody peeks him, but nobody's peeking him. I'm so disappointed.
Don't even swap off him.
Just stay on?
Just stay on him. I need this.
It's not going to happen, man. Nobody's going to peek him. Psycho's going to take down Nesk. So, okay, yeah, that's... Oh, by the way, that's a big part of the match. We should talk about this. I think Psycho's performance in this match being really not up to par with Psycho is, I think, is the main reason right now we have a 6-2 score line. Psycho hasn't been fragging like he normally does. The pressure got to him, guys. It really is that obvious. I mean, again, 12 kills on average per match throughout the season. 160 kills when he started the day over 13 matches. That's incredible. And here, it just hasn't been the same. He's been fragging, but just not the same way he usually does. And he gets shut down. He got shut down on the first half. He got shut down almost every single round by Ness. Paulu's going to take down Psycho, so there he goes. It's somebody else to shut him down this time.
Yeah, I think the pressure got to everyone on Nip, right?
True.
I don't think it's fair. Paulu's going to claim 2 before meeting his end, as Pino will finally put a shutdown to that, and now pushing into the A door. That smoke's coming out now, and it's asphyxiating bolt into the vault, so site control here for NIP as they push in. Their season is over, but the game is not. Sexy Cake firing in through the soft one behind the bar. Pino and Julio taking a handful of damage as they have the control, but Kamikaze's got the diffuser. Julio and Kamikaze with a volley now. That's 2. A Nitrocell from below from PSK won't be successful in garnering a kill, so now have to rotate back up the south stairs. Still with site control, and yet finally here comes a plant from Kamikaze. You might have intel inside the site, but locking down from behind the pool table. Pino will prolong NIP suffering, I suppose.
Yep.
You're playing for pride at this point and playing for, I guess, revenge for stealing your opportunity to make it to LAN.
Hey.
NIP get a round that ultimately won't do anything. And in a round that Liquid played Tachanka in. So...
Ninjas in Pyjamas, 3rd place for the season, 7 wins, 4 draws, 2 losses. With a 17-plus round differential, 25 points. All of that. Only 2 losses. Only 2 losses. That's the 2nd lowest in this whole region. Immortals haven't lost at all. And then it's NIP with 2.
FaZe has 4 losses, and they'll be Milan.
Yeah. 0 draws on FaZe. They have 9 wins. That was crazy. But yeah, Ninjas in Pyjamas, all of that, all of those records, all of the amazing play they have, the fact that Psycho is the highest ranked player in Latin America, Pino is the 4th highest ranked player in Latin America, and Julio is the 10th highest ranked player in Latin America. All of this, and NIP, it's just done.
It's over.
Well, and yet they still fight back. So,
hats off to them for
respect.
Still putting in the effort in a round. I mean, obviously,
If they had lost
Liquid,
a round with Tachanka in play,
that's demoralizing.
yeah.
That's salt in the wound. I mean, like you said, Tachanka last round, Liquid not giving it their 100%. They wanted to meme on him a little bit.
They memed.
They memed.
It's done now.
It backfired. It's 6-3. Liquid looking to put this one on ice as it's done. Everything's over. We no longer need anything but the seedings, the final seedings from the final games to come down now. We also need a conclusion to this game. So we're waiting for Liquid to put the final nail in the coffin. The cardiac sensor of the pulse will notice 1 for NIP outside of the memorial room window. You've got kill holes prepped for nitro cells below. You got 4 members of NIP all down below by Wine Cellar. Not sure if they're going to try a rush through the pantry stairs.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe it's a pantry rush here. But PSK is going to get Psycho, so that's an early pick there for Liquid. And response from Pino. Nice job there to Ninjas in Pyjamas. And this is really curious. They're going to be detected by Silence. He's on the pulse, and he's going to call this out. But it's a really, really one-sided approach here from NIP. It doesn't really feel like that much of a strategy, more like a let's just push this lane sort of deal. It's not working out very well.
No, it seems like a bit of a Hail Mary here from NIP with their backs firmly pressed against the wall.
The problem is once you open up that pantry wall, you can't push up the stairs anymore. Because then the defenders have a straight angle. I mean, you can, I guess. You could just win the fight, as Kamikaze did just now onto Nesk. So NIP do have the man advantage. They've got plenty of time. This is totally winnable. They've got an isolation here on the site, but the Doc of Palu is going to be playing in a position to deny this push. He'll lose the fight, though, to Pino, who's just fragging out right now. It's all up to PSK now. He's going to have to get at least a 4K to win this. He gets 2. Looking for the 3rd. Going for a reload. Plenty of time for the attackers. They don't need to rush. C4 goes out, and it lands! An amazing C4, and a volley of kills for PSK, leaving just Julio in the 1 versus 1. He's got a very lit opponent here. A single bullet is going to do it against PSK, as will a lifeline, but the Jaeger ADS perfectly positioned to save PSK in this situation. He sees his opponent, doesn't go for the shot. A little bit of damage done there, Julio, but still Julio has a decisive HP advantage. Mark's coming out, though. Plenty of information here for PSK, and he goes for the peek and wins it! What a clutch from PSK! And Liquid win the match, 7-3.
You wanted salt in the wound? It wasn't a Tachanka spawn peek through a window. It was PSK, one man on a mission, a 1v4 clutch to end the season for both Liquid and NIP. That is 4 teams for Latin America now set to rest in Season 9. We know who's auto-relegated to Challenger League. We know who will have to play the second-place team coming out of Latin American Challenger League. And we know our 2 members from Latin America now representing Milan.